at you with our November 2024 Bend market update. As you can see on the chart here, we're looking at mortgage rates to start. They've been volatile all year, and currently we're stuck right around that 7% mark. With that being said, market is still relatively strong relative to the season. I'll touch on that a little bit more as we head through the presentation today. Moving forward, we're going to look at a bigger economic chart. That is the S&P 500. That S&P 500 is up about 25% this year. The reason we're showing you this is that stocks tend to be a strong indicator for the real estate market. Being up 25%, that's just contributing to our feeling that 2025 is really going to be a bounce back year in terms of growth for the industry, and we are expecting more transactions to occur next year as a result. One other slide to touch on that's pointing to that. We're looking at Zillow stock over the last 3 months. As you can see, while volatile, it's up significantly. So there's a lot of people betting that real estate is going to come back strong. When you see Zillow stock increase like it has here on this chart, another thing to keep in mind if you're looking to transact in 2025. Let's get to the numbers. So Bend Beacon report, data from homes closed here in October of 2024. Our median price is up to $800,000. That's about a 10% increase, actually closer to 11%. I'm going to touch on why here in just a moment. We had 143 closings, which is pretty steady, 44 median days on the market, which is up almost 41%, and then 3 months of inventory, which is down a little over 16.6%. Looking at MLS data for Bend, 561 total listings, 330 have changed their price with 74 median days on market. And then the average change from original price is about 6.5%. Moving forward into that median price in thousands, I mentioned that 800K mark. The biggest reason for this as of right now is that the most business that's being done in our market currently is between about that 750K and the 1.5 million mark. So as a result, we've seen a big increase in median price in thousands. Now, while I make that point, we are looking here at median price per square foot, okay, and that's showing 371 to 389, right? So we had that huge median price increase, again, in thousands in total price, in large part due to the price points that are transacting the most here in Bend. But we are still seeing that the median price per square foot is rising, which means all homes are still either staying steady or rising a bit with their home price as we move forward. And that's despite all of the rate volatility that we have experienced. Moving forward to inventory, as we can see here, we're at 4 months in August, 3.5 months in September, and then down to 3 months in October. This is a classic kind of seasonal trend here as we're seeing people pull their listings. They didn't sell in the summer, they're not wanting to sell in the winter, and therefore those listings are coming off the market without a ton of new listings being added. In terms of median days on market for sold properties, so jumping up to 44, another indication of the seasonality here. You can see past years, we see those days on market creep up. Again, that's just the indicator of how much tougher it can be to sell your home if you don't have the right strategy in place at this time of year. In terms of number of sales, these have held actually very, very steady. And that's what I was alluding to. Kind of despite the price increases, despite everything else, we're seeing median sales go from number of sales go from 148 to 143 here from September to October. Generally, we see sales bottom out as we go through September, October, November, December, January, and then start to rebound as we get into the spring. This year has been a little bit more steady than normal, even though the interest rates have been high. Again, that's good to see. Market is still strong. The bottom line, home prices are moving higher despite rate volatility. I touched on that price per square foot. Again, people are still moving to Bend. They're wanting homes here. And as a result, with that demand, we are still seeing a slow, slight rise in price. There has been a post-election boost in asset prices. So before the election, people were kind of frozen, as they are almost every election year. And we have seen an increase in asset prices, interest in houses, interest in getting showings. All of that has gone up here since that election has been completed. There's 3 months of inventory to choose from. So again, while that's not a ton, neutral market is around 6 months. There is still more inventory than there was a couple of years back. So as a buyer, you still have more to choose from. And then sellers do need to be the best quality and best price to sell. So this market is really kind of a choose your own experience market. I mentioned the inventory for buyers. There are opportunities to be had if you are simply buying. If you're looking to sell, if you're willing to go best quality and best price, we're still leaning towards a seller's market with those specific instances. All right, there's plenty of buyers out there that are looking for the right home, the right quality level, and the right price. So I'm telling some of my clients right now, it's not necessarily a bad time to sell, even though we're heading into that seasonal drop, if you're willing to commit to these 2 points of quality and price. The green light does appear to be coming back on for 2025. Again, my team and I, we're feeling that energy right now, and we're expecting a very busy year once the calendar changes. So if you have any questions or concerns, please don't hesitate to reach out. My team and I are always happy to have a conversation and get you pointed in the right direction. We'll look forward to seeing you back here next month for the next market update.